I'm just saying I've been there, and I'll be goddamn if I'm gonna go back to jail because I wanted to take a nap outside.
Well, what can I say?
So I want to know how you learned about the meeting and why it's important that you're here to share your input.
Well, I've joined up with Hatcher really strongly lately. I actually am involved with them 3 or 4 times a month, not just when they hand out their services and their love, but I mean, I'm there. I run my own little group now with them, and I'm super stoked about it because I've been with Hatcher since the day they started.
Yeah.
Like, I love them to death. They do so much for the community. But on the other hand, I'm here for this homeless meeting here because, you know, I mean, I've been homeless for a long time in my life. The majority of my life, at least 2/3 of my life, I've been homeless. I was brought here. I lived on the South Jetty. I mean, that's no laws, no nothing. We created our own laws. I'll tell you that right now. We wouldn't have never mind coming out there trying to tell us nothing like that. You know, they didn't do that. They had a T Street shelter here when I first came here, and I remember lots of bunk beds and people, the homeless people were there, and I remember them having this area where us kids would go run and jump off into bags of clothes or donations people had, and that was just so much fun. And because I was raised a homeless kid, even, you know, I mean, been homeless my whole life.
So you're local.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've been here since I was 13. So I mean, might as well. And you know, I mean, I'm 45 now.
Yeah.
So and I haven't left Humble at all.
So what do you think about
Well,
the bill 1040, the bill that would target people sleeping outside? And I know you're sheltered right now. You've got a spot that you're staying that's not ideal, but it's.
It means a lot to me, but when it comes down to it, the people out here on the streets that are struggling, I know how hard it is out there. I know how hard it is to deal with society as they're looking at you, they're looking down upon you when you're there because you're cold, you're hungry. I mean, I went into Burger King and thought I was going to get warm water on my body because I was so cold from the rain and stuff, and I wanted to get a little warm water on my body and then get under the hot hand heater. No, try ice cold water, ice cold air. Rough day there. I got I will never go in Burger King and try to do that again. But that's besides the point. Like, I mean, I am.
So you're planning on going into the meeting, right? And
yes.
You want to speak to the city council members?
Yes, I do. I think that they're doing things wrong. I mean, I think that they shouldn't jail people. Do they honestly think that if I still say if we had $100 or $1,000 in our pocket, that we would much rather get a van to get out from in front of you, meaning them? I mean, do you really think we like them in our face all the time, telling us, you're this, you're that, you're homeless, you're worthless, I mean, they've taken our stuff, they destroyed our stuff, I watched them destroy a perfectly good camp stove. They walked over and said, whose is this? Nobody said anything. Maybe the person was walking their dog. Maybe they went to the bathroom. Maybe they went to the store. But the owner of that camp stove wasn't there. And they walked over and they cut the hose with their pocket knife and walked over to the garbage can and set it right in that garbage can. And then drove off, thinking that they were proud of themselves. I don't understand what they were trying to say about that. But that's not right. That's not right at all. I mean, there's so much stuff that they do that's so wrong.
Part of the bill would basically require a person to pay for the return of their belongings, right?
Once again, don't you think if we could pay for our belongings over and over and over again, we would much rather get a hotel room or maybe even, better yet, like I said, a van, a car, anything. I mean, a tiny house we can pull around on a bike, for crying out loud. I mean, some people are even happy with that. That's not much. That's no harm, no foul to nobody. That doesn't hurt nobody, don't harm nobody. Mm-hmm. I mean, they sleep at night. What if something happened and an earthquake happened and shit fell down and they had to sleep outside? How long do you honestly think that someone from this building, City Hall, or the jail, or whatever the case, maybe the CEOs, because they're kind of like, you know, rough and rugged, because we're redwood country, okay? So maybe that they might adapt a lot easier than maybe city cops or whatever the case may be. But put them out on the streets for 6 months, see how long they can handle it. Put them out there in the cold, in the weather, in the elements, You know what I mean? Give them one pair of panties, one freaking pair of socks, and that's what you got for a month. That's what you got for a month, and you get no shower. Thank gosh we got somebody that does AHA, and every other week we got to get a shower. Every other week. I want to know, do they go every other week without showering? I mean, like, and then they think the solution to helping us get off the streets, and yeah, 90% of us have mental issues. We do. Because of our upbringings, the way life situations and events have happened, and you know what I mean, it does something to a person's brain and things. And a lot of people that aren't outside have issues that can't just like put things in line, like let's say a Monopoly game. Okay, where you buy in the houses and the property and the stuff, and you're moving on up to the east side. Yeah, no, okay. Like, don't you think that we'd much rather, like, here's a broom, sweep the parking lot, make $50, put 25 of it over here for you. You have the other 25. This is accumulated here, like they used to do with the Mac house. Here's your money. We'll help you get a place. Stuff like that. Not here. You're going to jail. You got to pay us $1,000 to put food on our table for our kids and our family, while you suffer in jail, concrete walls, nasty ass fart breathing particle, shit particle air going on in that motherfucker, and you don't want to be in there. It's horrible. I've been in there. Let's not say how many times. We're not gonna do it. Okay, let's not that. But that's besides the point. Once again, like, we're not talking about my past or anything, because I'm just saying I've been there, and I'll be goddamn if I'm gonna go back to jail because I wanted to take a nap outside.
Yeah, but you're right. If people say took a nap outside wherever they found themselves.
If you have a backpack, if you have any blankets or anything that make you look like you are homeless or less fortunate, you could get it. Take it. You can get arrested. Matter of fact, when they did this city council meeting here, like a couple months ago, whatever, the first one that lasted until 1:30 in the morning, that very next morning I was walking my dog at 7 in the morning. And what did I see? Arcata police pulling over a 70-something-year-old lady that has seizures, and she can only take like 10 steps at a time and has to sit back down. She has a baby buggy that she has with her that she carries, that she pushes her stuff in, sit next to her. That cop could not wait, young lady as a matter of fact, I don't know who she is, but young lady could not wait to get out of her car, walk over to that lady, write her a fucking ticket, because city council said, game on. We're not exactly voting, but we're gonna see how this goes. Boom, not even 10 hours later. Boop, 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 boop. I'm sure it happened even earlier than that. That's just the one I see at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
They were on it that next day, and they've been on it nonstop. They've been ruthless, relentless. They've been moving people around, and it's crazy. I understand for on private property because you own it. Okay, I understand that. I understand, but there's a lot of property around here that's for the forestries or for the government or whatever, that you could put a little fence around and put a little, you know what I mean? Put like 150 camps in there or whatever. You got your own space, you got your own square. You know what I mean? You maintain your square. You follow your rules. You keep it clean. You don't, you know what I mean? Companies got to go at a certain time. No fighting, no stealing, no whatever. You have like 5 to 8 people that your council, whatever, within the groups of themselves. You know what I mean? Police themselves. You know what I'm saying? But like that would even be better for them, because look, we're jailing ourselves, and we're a compound, and yet you're letting us, making us move around every. I had to move 9 times in a week. 9 times I had to move my camp. And I got a big knucklehead dog. And he's rough. Rico Suave, yes. My ladies, man. Yes, he's a big boy. He's so sweet. He's gotten so much bigger. But he's just a good boy, a real good boy. But he's a knucklehead. I got a big sapphire knucklehead, so he's a knucklehead.
He is a knucklehead, for sure.
But,
I want you to get back into that meeting, because I know they're doing it right now.
Okay, I just wonder what are they doing? What are they thinking? Like,
yeah.
They really think jail and finding us $1,000 really going to help the situation? We don't have $1,000. We don't even have $5 to eat in the first fucking place, let alone give you $1,000 to feed your house.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.